Hello, dear viewer, more Seven Deadly Sins as always. So, today, what I really wanted to cover was the anniversary, right? And what you should be doing. We've only got a couple of weeks left. You really want to maximize what you're doing on this anniversary banner because it gives you lots of resources, lots of opportunities to maybe get some free draws, and really is worth kind of spending your time in and making it part of almost your daily Seven Deadly Sins check in. Maybe you don't do it every day like I do because I'm sad, but at the very least, these are things you want to cover off every week. So I'm just jumped on my friend's account just to show you because I've gone through and cleared off a few of these things already, so they need to get on and do this, but we will basically run through what you should have done and what you should be doing. Cool, so basically everything you need to find is just in this tab here. Click up the top here, go into it, and that covers off everything that's pretty much in the festival at the moment. So the very first things you want to have done, hopefully you did the first one where it was the Escanor draw as well, but this one you basically want to clear through all of the different missions. So they've gone through and done all this, they've gotten the Super Awakening token, and they've also gotten a free Valenti draw, as well as a whole bunch of tickets and other things as well. So this is definitely where you want to start, make sure you get all 5 of these things done, and then that'll get you on the right track. Now, Blessings of Fire, basically this is something that you want to use to your benefit. You want to go in and basically spend your fire points every time you have them maxed out. So I'm going to go in and do my friends here real quick. So basically you want to spend your Blessings of Fire points, and as you go you'll unlock more and more levels, and then you'll also have more and more active effects or timed effects that will help you during the game, right? So this one is, increase allies attack at the start of the final boss battle, which might be helpful. One thing I recommend doing is basically just activating all of the infinity ones, right? All the ones that are just on for the whole festival. That should be your first priority because this will just give you constant bonuses throughout the whole event. You don't have to worry about time limits or anything like that. So as you get more of these, which happens over time, you want to go in and go do all the unlimited ones, which are just shown by the little infinity symbol there, right? So that's what I would do for you guys, and then obviously pick the ones you want, right? So the ones that I used to do a lot were increase my Vanya AL because I'm trying to get up my affection on my heroes, and then I would also decrease not that one, decrease final boss battles, right? Because I was trying to farm the store there. Cool, next thing is the anniversary box event, right? So my friend's currently got 130 tickets. You want to use all of these before the time is up, so you can go through and acquire all the different specials. The next one is the UR ticket, which is definitely worth doing. And then you've got more Ultra Awakened equipment, SSR tickets, and then you've also got the new Grimoire as well, which is actually a lot of fun to use. So you get these throughout, doing the event, the final boss. You can do them through event boss, you get them through the Hawk's little treasure event, which we'll touch on shortly. But definitely worth spending your tokens here and don't let those run out on yourself. Next is the actual Hawk treasure event, right? So this is basically like you're in a little minecart. You've got to work your way through all the mines to get to the final goal at the top here. You can collect pickaxes, and you can actually spin the wheel, and then whatever number you land on is how far forward you go, right? You can spend additional pickaxes to slow down the spin of the wheel, right? So I can spend 6 here and it'll slow it down till I can almost basically guarantee the number I want to land onto. One thing that I didn't realize when I first started was you want to, if anything that says like special or the little switch, you want to basically actually land on that, right? So for example, if I roll a 3, I'll land on that switch and I'll go pick up the diamond, but if I roll a 4, I'll actually just go straight past and go to here. So you want to be a bit more smart about this. Same thing when I get to here, see that says special, basically I need to land on this to get either one of those two. To unlock as an option. So the rest of these that don't have anything special underneath, you can just roll through as normal. So say I land here, and then basically I roll a 3, I'll land on that and collect that. But let's say I roll a 4, I'll actually just go straight through here and I'll still collect these. So the ones you want to make sure you land on are the switches, if you want to go down that secret path, quote unquote, or the special So this is good. There's about six levels of this. It's a fun kind of little mini game from aside from the main quest, and you want to work your way through and get to the top, and you'll work your way through all those. And again, pickaxes are collected just from doing boss battles, clearing Fort Solgris, different events throughout the anniversary. Next thing you want to make sure you've done is all these step-up missions as well. So there'll be different ones. Again, this person's done it and they've cleared it all, which is fantastic. But basically, you get different rewards. There's 8 different step-ups you want to do. So you go through and make sure you clear each of these as often as you can, and it'll push you through to step-up 8, and you'll get more tickets as well as other things like I think there's SSR pendants, anvils, lots of different resources you can use. I'll skip past the bosses. I'll come back to those. Next one is the Anniversary Fort Solgris. So it's just here in Special. You can only clear it once a day, but it takes 2 seconds. It's like a 10,000 CC boss that'll take you basically one hit on anyone that's slightly built up, and that'll give you sometimes diamonds, books, a whole bunch of things. So it takes 2 seconds. Very, very much worth clearing. Cool. Upgraded material event and engraving. Like if you guys are doing any sort of engraving, it's a lot cheaper at the moment. It's at half price and it's free to unengrave stuff. The upgrade material exchange event is good if you do have any materials that you do want to get rid of in the event. So just up here, you can come here, you can go to your Holy Relic material and you can trade your, say, your squares or your Holy Relic squares, for lack of a better term, your horns, wings, etc. if you need to as well, evolution pendants. Honestly, like, this stuff is kind of not really worth trading. I wouldn't recommend. The only thing I really recommend doing is if you have an abundance of these, you can trade these in for, say, Awakening Stones or something similar, which is definitely worth it. At least it was for me. So you can do that. And then you do want to clear your bosses, right? So you have your 3 clears a day of your event boss battle. You want to make sure you can buy everything on the event exchange shop, right, which this person has done as well, which is great. I do have a video on how to clear this boss if you do need help, so feel free to check out my channel as well, but you will get stuff for just clearing the event as well. So Super Awakening coins, tickets, SSR pendants. Again, you get 3 a day and it doesn't take you 3 every day. You can clear it through very, very quickly. Same thing with the event boss, right? You don't have you can clear this as much as you want every day, but you do obviously, it does cost you stamina, so it depends on how much stamina you do have. If you go to the shop, there are things that give you access that you can get every single day, and there are a certain amount that says remaining in the season. So you want to make sure you clear enough every day where you can get the rest for the rest of the season. So for example, 20, right, 6, 6, 8. So it's pretty easy to do as long as you just get a few days in a row of clearing through all of this stuff. You'll get everything you need to for the season. But as you can see, right, you've got engraving stones, super awakening coins, pendants, right, awakening stones for if you're leveling up equipment, tickets. So it's all really worth it, and will really help your characters and your box CC as well as your heroes. So the lucky last thing that I want to touch on is the Fight Festival event as well. So you want to make sure you get your 12 wins a week. That'll get you, again, tickets, anvils, Super Awakening coins, SSR pendants, and there's one again for the week coming as well. So definitely recommend doing that, and then that will get you some more resources. So pretty straightforward, guys, right? Like basically come here, go to your 3.5 NE tab, make sure you clear all your special missions. Hopefully you did the first part 1 as well for Escanor. Make sure you put your Blessings of Fire on when you can. Do your summon on your tickets that you've collected. Hawk's Treasure Hunt, both boss battles, your step-up missions, and make sure you work your way through all here. Your kind of goal is to get to the end of this and make sure you don't have any blue little exclamation points here. That basically means that you've done what you can on it, apart from pretty much the boss battles, which has its own little point that you go to. So, nice and quick video, guys. Make sure you get everything done while you still can. Only got a couple of weeks left, and definitely worth it. Lots of resources and lots of ways to improve your heroes. Thanks again, and I will talk to you all soon.